Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today the title is How to Add 200 Grand. That is six figures times two in orthodontic production to a pediatric dental office in 2026. That means we're going into January next week. What if you do not have a Ceph machine or an iTero, but you do have a CBCT with a large FOV? That is a rule. And you are a pediatric dentist and you are ready to jam. Let's make 200 grand without buying anything, without doing anything special. Yeah, you can do that. Let me tell you how. So it's not a problem. It's very actually quite easy. Um, Listen, those patients are there. You guys know that. Those patients are there. All you got to do is get out your crystal ball and learn to read the 2 to 5s. What do I mean by that? Learn to read the 2 to 5s. Show me any 2, 3, 4, or 5-year-old, and I'll tell you if they're going to need, definitively, if they're going to need orthodontics, how much they're going to need it, how complex it's going to be, without even seeing an x-ray. Just show me their face and their smile. That's all I want to see. I want to see their face, I want to see their profile face, and I want to see their lips kind of like this, with their fingers in their mouth or whatever. Maybe their upper and lower. I can see them at a party, at a birthday party, at the playground, in the classroom, in my office. It doesn't matter. Start screening every 2 to 5 in your practice, and you're going to find kiddos that have airway issues, kiddos that have constricted palates, kiddos that have shifts, kiddos that have trauma, kiddos that have palatal impinging trauma, kiddos that have constricted maxillas, constricted mandibles, retrognathic maxillas, retrognathic mandibles. Probably not going to see prognathic maxillas or prognathic mandibles in a 2 to 5, but you're going to see all that other stuff. You're going to see kids with airway issues, kids with myo issues, kids with vertical issues, kids with mouth breathing issues, kids who can't put their tongue on the roof of their mouth. All these things you're going to see. You're going to find these kids. It's not that hard. Put your detective hat on. Find them. Put them in some type of queue that's HIPAA compliant, some type of database. And then every time they come in, you just refresh the conversation. Hey, just want to discuss this again. Looks like we're starting to have some ortho issues. Let's go over what might be causing it. Let's go over what our options might be. We don't have as many right now in 2 to 5, but we do. Diet, posture, nasal breathing, ENT referral, myo referral, little tooth pillow type things, little myofunctional biotrainers, lots of things we can do, right? Can you bill ortho for this? Probably not. Can you bill it all for this? Maybe, maybe not. But are you queuing up for a great phase 1 patient in the future? Absolutely. And that'll also be a phase 2 patient down the road. So there's 10 grand right there. That's what you're queuing up for. Sure, parents can do stuff when the kids are little and the problem will probably go away. So it's really up to the parents how active they want to be in getting rid of their kid's problem. We're going to give them options. They can be proactive or not, or reactive. If they want to be proactive, they can do things. We can help them out. Maybe we're going to bill them, maybe we're going to not. But we're probably going to refer them out to various specialists. That might cost them some money. If they want to be reactive, they can wait till their kid's 6 and they can pay for phase 1. But they're going to have to do one or the other, or what's going to happen is their kid's going to be disfigured as a teenager and it's not going to function very well. And it's going to be disfigured as an adult. And honestly, there's enough adults who understand this and get this now that the medical community has failed us and has not told us these things. It is now becoming common enough knowledge that you're not going to quite say it like that, but you can say it in a way that's kind of like that, and people are going to get it without getting yourself in trouble. But what I'm getting at is you can easily, in a pediatric dental office, it is not hard to add 6 figures times 2, 200,000 in 1 year in 2026. I've done it with doctors many times, as long as they have a large field FOV CBCT. I'm not talking about no 5 by 5, 6 by 6 centimeters. No, large enough field. Okay. No, you don't have to buy a Ceph machine. No, you don't have to buy an iTero. Although, with a Ceph machine's not an issue as long as you have large field at CBCT. That's not an issue. Because we can extract panos, we can extract PAs, we can do all kind of stuff. I can get numbers if we need it. I can see all kind of stuff. iTero, it's going to be a lot more limited in terms of what we can do, and it's going to be a lot clunkier in terms of your treatment plans, and your treatment plans are going to be more doctor required, doctor heavy. So it's going to be less likely. I always tell you guys, cool thing about Interceptive phase 1 orthodontics is that your team can do most of the work if you pick the right systems, if you pick more removable and less fixed. If you don't have the iTero, that changes things. It's going to be much more doctor heavy. is what I'm getting at. Braces. Fixed appliances. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. In some states, an assistant can cement these things. Some states you have to be an EF. In some states you have to be an ortho assistant, an OA. You got to read your own dental practice act. That is not my job. I don't get into that. You guys do what you guys need to do. You guys follow your own dental practice act. You guys talk to your attorneys. You guys talk to your laws. So, but yeah, if you don't have an iTero, it's going to be clunkier. Again, like I tell you guys, I don't work for Invisalign. I've never taken a cent from them. I would love to never mention them ever again. But unfortunately, they're actually the best product out there. And I say unfortunately because I hate it when big companies have the best products. I love it when the underdogs have good products. And sometimes we have one. But for pediatric interceptive ortho, sorry, Invisalign is the best. Hands down. I would be very hesitant to get into it without having an iTero. It's just, you're going to get stuck and it's just going to work better. You're just going to get better outcomes. It's going to be way less frustrating. And I don't really see what the issue is because you can buy one used. I know they're going to try to sell you some Lumina for some ridiculous price and all these ridiculous monthly fees, but it's not necessary. So what if your scan takes a minute and a half versus 3 minutes? No one really cares. Save 40 grand. I mean, that's just my opinion. Unless you get some awesome deal. And I'm telling you, December, you can get some awesome deals out there. I mean, I've seen there's been stuff people negotiated. So anyways, that is pretty much what I got for you. Yes, you can make cash money. I mean, cash. That, if I had to go back and do it all over again, I would be a pediatric dentist and I would do this. So in the meantime, I'm looking for pediatric dentists to partner with. All right, take care.